Hi, I'm Jean, and this is the English Experience. To those who are new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, well, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about the present simple tense. One of the first things that you'll learn when trying to learn English. This tense is so important. We use it every day. So it's important to know how to use it correctly. Let's get started. In this video, we're going to talk all about the present tense. First of all, how we use this tense, how we create this tense, some common mistakes to avoid when using this tense, and then we're going to do a little bit of practice. First, we'll start by talking about when. When do we use the present simple tense? The first thing, we use it for general truths, things that never change. For example, the sun rises in the east, or water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. These are general truths, so they will always be in the present simple tense. Another way that we use this tense is for habits and routines. For example, I wake up at 7 a.m. every day. Or she drinks coffee in the morning. Habits and routines. Third way, we use it to discuss fixed schedules. For example, the train leaves at 8 a.m. or our class starts at 7:45. Let's talk formula. First, we start with our subject, then our base verb with S or ES for he, she, it, and then our object. For example, I eat breakfast at 7, or she eats breakfast at 7. And of course, the S is for she. When using this same tense in the negative, we just add don't. For example, we have the subject, and then we have do not, and then the base verb and the object. For example, he does not like cold weather. Or he does not watch television on weekdays. And lastly, let's talk about how we use this tense to form questions. So you have do or does, then the subject, then the base verb, then the object. For example, do, subject, you, verb, like, object, ice cream. Do you like ice cream? Does she like ice cream? No, she does not like ice cream. She likes tacos. And that way, you have a very simple beginner conversation using just the present simple tense. Let's look at a couple of common mistakes to avoid when using the present simple tense. One thing is adding the S where it does not belong, or forgetting the S for he, she, and it. For example, it would be incorrect to say, she eat dinner. No, she eats dinner. She likes to cook. She loves to read. So be careful not to forget it when you're using he, she, or it. Another mistake you have to be careful about is using do or does in positive sentences. For example, he does go to school. Wrong. Incorrect. We don't say that. We say He goes to school, or in the negative, he does not go to school. So we don't use do in positive. We don't use do or does in positive sentences. And one last thing to be careful about is putting the S or ES on the verb after do or does. For example, she doesn't eat meat. That's not it. She doesn't eat. Base verb. She doesn't eat meat. She doesn't like video games. He doesn't waste his time. So after does or doesn't, it's going to be just the base verb. Now let's practice. First, our verb here is play. My brother blank soccer every Saturday. Remember, we're thinking habits and routines, of course. That's a present perfect tense, but my brother is a he. And so my brother plays soccer. Did you get it? Let's do another. Our verb is arrive. The train blank at 5 p.m. Arrives. The train arrives at 5 p.m. Now, let's do it in the negative. We have not and we have like. Our subject is we blank spicy food. We do not like spicy food. Let's do one more. Our verb is watch. Can you create a question? Remember, we're just using the only auxiliary verb that we're using right now to create questions is do. So, do or does she, verb is watch, TV in the evening. Does she watch TV in the evenings? It's very important when forming questions to remember that after you use do or does, your verb is going to be in its base form. Don't you put an S on that verb. Don't do it. That's it for today's lesson in the simple present tense. Remember, practice makes perfect. Hopefully you found this lesson helpful, especially if you are a beginner. Please leave me a thumbs up, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.